Hi, my dear friends. This is Bobby Kitain. Welcome to Pathways of Hope. When I was a young man and still part of our basketball team then, we had this saying among the players, everything but the shot. We say this whenever there's this player who makes a very nice dribble, makes a very nice pass, makes a very nice, good-looking shot, but miss the shot just the same. We'd laugh at that person and say, you did everything great except that you missed the shot. You see, that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line, especially for our coach. He didn't mind, he didn't care if you were not dribbling so nice, he didn't care if your shot didn't look good, for as long as you make the shot. That is the bottom line. The same thing in life. You see, you could have all the wonderful things in life. You could become rich, you could become famous, you could become popular, you could have everything in life. But if you don't meet the bottom line, everything would be in vain. And what is the bottom line of life? That you are able to enter through the narrow door. And this concept of a narrow door was explained by Jesus in our gospel for today. In Luke 13:22 to 30, Jesus says that very few people will be able to enter the narrow door. And that is why I want to encourage you today. You see, my friend, there's nothing wrong with becoming successful in this life. There's nothing wrong with becoming famous. There's nothing wrong with, getting a lot of things out of life. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you lose your soul in the end, none of it would matter. If you are not able to enter through the narrow door, none of it would matter. You see, for Jesus, that is the bottom line. And that's why in today's gospel, it is important for us to understand that for Jesus, what matters to him most is that you are able to enter through the narrow door. And how do you do that? How do you do that? Well, you enter through the narrow door through humility, by recognizing that you don't have the credentials, you don't have the merits to be able to enter through the narrow door. You need to trust in the Lord. You need to appropriate the grace that God gives you and cooperate with God's grace in this life so that you can enter through that narrow door. But I have a good news for you, my friend. The door is still open. And for as long as you are breathing, you have always the chance to enter through that narrow door through Jesus Christ, through what Jesus has done for us on the cross. But I have bad news for you too. One day the door will close on you. And no matter what you do, you cannot enter. That's what the gospel today says. One day, that door will be closed. And no matter what you do, you can no longer enter. And therefore, while there's still time, my friend, while the door is still open, be humble. Recognize what Jesus did on the cross. Receive Christ in your life and cooperate with His grace in order for you to live a life that is pleasing to God. Yes, my friend, very few are able to enter through the narrow door, most especially if we try to enter through it using our own strength, using our own willpower. We need God's grace. We need the Holy Spirit. We need Jesus. We need Jesus to carry us through the narrow door. Have a blessed day, my friend.